Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, we'll have more on Tuesday's accident involving an Elk River public utility vehicle. Democratic leaders are calling on Republican Governor Bill Haslam to stop a legislative effort to cut some students' lottery scholarships in half. And Tennessee senators are among the wealthiest members of Congress. And we'll tell you more about a new play that's opening this weekend in Shelbyville. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical health care facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
This is J.D. Oliver here at the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. My sisters Betsy, Nancy, and I'd like to thank you for supporting our family business for over 50 years.
Hello, this is Stella Parton, and I am standing here right in the middle of Jim Oliver's Smokehouse restaurant. But you need to come in here. We just got through doing a show. We also have a music scene going on here, and I want to invite you to come down because it is your mountain destination. Music on the Mountain in Mount Eagle, Tennessee.
My name's Betsy Oliver. I'm the kitchen manager here. We serve a lot of ribs and barbecue and fried chicken.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer, and I just want to let everybody know to stop in at the Smokehouse if you're ever on your way to Chattanooga or Nashville. They not only have a great gift shop, awesome food, great entertainment on Saturday nights, but beautiful cabins to stay in. Check it out.
Make the Smokehouse your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 84 lodge rooms and 20 timber frame log cabins. Look around our trading posts and eat in our delicious restaurant. Enjoy music on the mountain every Saturday night featuring the best of Nashville. Our family hopes to see you this year at Jim Oliver Smokehouse.
Welcome back. 2 employees of the Elk River Public Utility District were injured Tuesday morning when they crashed their service truck into a utility pole just off Davidson Street in Tullahoma next to the railroad tracks. According to witnesses at the scene, the vehicle driven by Tommy Hill was traveling on East Catron Street, approaching the intersection with Davidson Street when Hill slumped over the wheel, apparently suffering some sort of medical issue. The truck then accelerated through the intersection into a vacant lot next to the Squad 1 building and crashed into a utility pole before turning over. The impact snapped the utility pole. Both Hill and Bruce Jackson, who was a passenger in the truck, were trapped inside the vehicle for a short time. Both men were taken to Hart Regional Medical Center, where Jackson was treated and released. Hill was airlifted to a Nashville hospital. A post on the Tullahoma Pride Facebook page yesterday stated that Mr. Hill was in stable condition and appeared to be improving.
Democratic leaders are calling on Republican Governor Bill Haslam to stop a legislative effort to cut some students' lottery scholarships in half. They told reporters during a news conference last week that the proposal would make more than 5,000 students ineligible for a full Hope Scholarship. The Republican-backed measure would reduce by 50% the scholarship for students who do not meet the standardized testing and high school grade requirements. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Education Lottery Corporation reports record sales of $130 million in February. Lottery officials Tuesday said it was an 11.4% increase over the previous record of $116.7 million last March. They attributed the record to a strong growth in instant games, a restructured Powerball, and new games that are being played. The lottery has been selling tickets since January of 2004. In addition to funding the Hope Scholarship program for college and technical school students, the Tennessee Lottery also pays for the state's expanded pre-kindergarten program.
Tennessee senators are among the wealthiest members of Congress. Maryville Republican Lamar Alexander estimates his personal holdings at between $10 and $34 million. Chattanooga Republican Bob Corker is worth between $21 and $100 million. The Capitol Hill newspaper Roll Call ranks Corker as the 14th wealthiest member of Congress, while Alexander ranks 27th out of 535 members of the Senate and House. Federal law requires members of Congress to estimate their net worth, but in wide ranges. Corker got his start as a successful Chattanooga contractor. He owns high-valued commercial property there. Alexander's holdings include real estate and stock. 4th District Congressman Scott Desjardins reported assets of between $400,000 and $945,000 last year. The Jasper Republican represents Coffee, Franklin, Grundy, and Warren counties.
Problems with an expensive new computer system used by the Department of Children's Services has resulted in some foster care parents getting too much or not enough payments. More than $2.5 million in duplicate and missed payments have been identified by the department, which is hurrying to address the problems with the system. The software system called the Tennessee Family and Child Tracking System was rolled out in 2010 at a cost of $37 million. But a state audit released recently found missing payments for monthly room and board and extra payments for some foster parents and nonprofit organizations that arrange foster care. DCS Commissioner Kate O'Day says she's hired coding experts to study the software and set up an internal troubleshooting team for their customers.
We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Say I'll love you forever at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
I'm NASCAR driver Mark Martin. You know what's worse than waiting in traffic? Waiting in the emergency room when you're in pain. So choose the ER that's extra fast, ER Extra. ER Extra is specifically engineered to get you the help you need and back in action with race car speed. ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
ER Extra, exclusively at Harton Regional Medical Center.
Construction has started on the brand new Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma, and our inventory is in the way. So to make room for the construction equipment, Stan said to sell 100 vehicles. So our mess means you save on all new and pre-owned vehicles at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Discounts up to $11,000 off MSRP or 0% financing. Stop by now. We've got unbelievable deals and we need the space. It's the under construction sale at Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley stopped by earlier this week to brief us on the city board meeting that was Monday night. Let's watch his response.
I'm pleased to report on the city council meeting that was held Monday night. The first real item on the agenda was a ratification of appropriating money to hire the shopping center group out of Nashville. Actually, it's a national organization. And, Tullahoma has always done, at least for the past 40 years, done a pretty good job of positioning ourselves as a retail destination. But it has occurred to me and others that if we're going to notch it up, we just really need a partner. So we've asked the shopping center group to be our partner, and the city council agreed. And so we've contracted with them to provide all kinds of demographic data about our community. And so really, I've learned over the years, when you try to bring retail to the community, it's all about relationships, it's all about connections that you have, and it's all about the numbers. And the easier you can make it for these investors that want to invest in our community, the easier we can make it for them, the more likely they're going to locate a business here. And retail does just amazing things for our community. Not only does it provide hundreds, perhaps thousands of jobs in our community, but it also provides sales tax revenue that we use to hire teachers, that we pave roads. We do all kinds of good things for the citizens with our retail base. So anyway, we've contracted with the shopping center group, and they'll come on board and they will help us do some really good things for our community. Also, last night we approved the first step in trying to beautify our community. We want to make our community as attractive as we can, not just for our citizens, but for visitors and people that want to invest in our community. So we've the first step in this process is that we've changed our Adopt a Street effort, and that was something that we kicked off, it's hard to believe, almost 20 years ago now. And some people have done a great job with that, and some people haven't done such a good job with that, people that want to have their name on the sign. So anyway, we've adopted a new procedure. We want to encourage people to adopt streets, and so we'll be pretty aggressive about beautifying our community. But the Adopt a Street is but one piece of it. So we're going to be looking at a lot of things: recycling, beautification, litter cleanup. So I've called a meeting, a community meeting, for next Thursday at 1 o'clock at City Hall upstairs. And I'm inviting the community to come and share ideas, things that are done in other communities, things they think might work. This is not a gripe session. This is an opportunity for people to present ideas. And then if it goes as successful as I hope it will, then we'll split up into groups, and maybe somebody might agree to tackle some beautification projects. Somebody might tackle some recycling efforts and things like that. So I'm excited about our effort there. The third thing we did at the meeting Monday night was to look at a new social policy, social networking policy. And that works really in many different ways, but as we want to push information out to the citizens and people from outside of the community, we need to have some rules in place. And because we have to be as an elected person, I have to be careful about what I push out. And then we also want to make it easy for people to communicate with their city government and affiliated agencies to make information available to us. So it works both ways. So those are really the three things that we accomplished. It was an excellent meeting Monday night, and look forward to taking Tullahoma to a new level in all three areas. Thank you.
Stay tuned. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up straight ahead.
If you're looking for a great atmosphere, good music, an open design, and a staff that understands what it takes to serve the best food around, you'll find it at the Timberloft Restaurant in Manchester. Locally owned and operated, the Timberloft features smoked meats, prime rib, black Angus steaks, sandwiches, burgers, pastas, incredible appetizers and sides, and decadent desserts made in-house. Searching for a new place to hang out with company clients and friends? With a cozy feel, a quiet bar, awesome drinks, and big city quality food, you found it when you visit the Timberloft, 1165 Woodbury Highway, Manchester. Catering and party planning available. The Timberloft, spectacular.
Serving you as a local firefighter. Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force. Serving Tullahoma. Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right? Thank you.
My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. A new play is opening this weekend in Shelbyville. Peggy Burton brings us this story.
Good morning. I'm here today with Sharon K. Edwards. Hey, Sharon, you sexy thing. Look at that outfit. I love it.
Thank you.
And Wes Campbell.
How you
Hey,
doing,
Wes.
Miss
Good to see you.
She didn't say anything about me being a sexy.
Oh, you are. You're a handsome thing. These guys are representing the theater. And what's the name of your theater?
South of Broadway Players.
In Shelbyville, Tennessee, just off the square. Am I correct?
We are performing at 50s and Fiddles, which is at 203 East Depot Street, right beside the movie theater.
Right beside the movie.
And who are you?
I play Felony. I'm the new girl at the bar and brothel.
Oh, wow. And so this is a Western.
It is a Western.
Sort of a takeoff on...
Takeoff on Gunsmoke.
And you wrote it yourself?
It's a parody.
That's
It's
wonderful.
humor.
And when is this?
It's March 17th, 24th, and 31st, Saturday nights at 6 o'clock. And we're having a benefit performance for Alex Rodriguez, a 12-year-old boy in Shelbyville with cancer, on March the 18th at 1 o'clock, right after church.
Yeah, I think it's important for the people to notice that you all have a place to eat when you come there.
It is a dinner theater, so you pay $5 to see the show, and then optionally you can order from their menu and eat during the show.
And I like that idea because you're just seated there, having your dinner, watching you in your gorgeous outfit do silly things on stage.
Very silly things.
Do you sing, Sharon?
I do sing.
Oh, good.
I was a vocal performance major at MTSU, and
So you'll be singing.
I'll
in
be
this
singing during the
play.
show.
That's fun, and you'll be being the sheriff going around town.
I'll just be the marshal, and I'm the straight man for the show.
You're the straight man for the show. Well, I'm really excited about this because I haven't had a chance to come to your theater, but I've heard people tell me that it was fun what you've done before. And you've only been open since last October.
That's correct.
And you've done already.
We've done two shows in actually 3 different venues. This will be
I
our
think that's
4th performance.
fantastic. And you told me before you had people from where?
We have people in our cast for this show from Tullahoma, Manchester, Pelham, Shelbyville, and Lewisburg.
So you're representing a lot of, and how
Middle
many?
Tennessee.
How many in all is in the cast?
About 10. Is that
About
right?
10. And we have one person who will be an audience member, and they'll be pulled out of the audience to be a part of our cast.
Yes. And
So
you'll
we're
give them a
excited.
name?
They have a name. It's Ram Ewing. They will be the sheep herder in
Ram
town.
Ewing.
They'll be the sheep herder in town, and they'll be a part of our cast, and it will be a blast.
And did you tell me the cattleman's name was
Bovine. Mayor Bovine.
And the school marm's name is Helen Bed.
Oh, I like that. The school marm. Oh my goodness. Well, I encourage everybody. Should we give a phone number?
They can call for reservations 931-247-3481. And I urge you to call as soon as possible.
Right.
They can show up at the door.
But they
Seats
might not
aren't
get a seat,
guaranteed.
but
That's
you know,
right.
seats aren't guaranteed unless you call at $5.
$5
Where else can
for
you
the
go
show?
for $5 and get entertained?
See a-
I think it's
see
wonderful.
a live show
Yeah.
with comedy, music, singing,
And a bit of a
blast.
whodunit.
And a bit of a whodunit.
And that's always fun. That's always fun. So, do you have another show in your mind coming up for after this?
We have multiple shows coming up. Miss Sharon is going to be directing a show.
Yeah, we have, we're doing a summer reading program for the R.G. Cooper Library. And so we're
that'd
putting
be
together
nice.
kind of a musical, maybe doing lots of 3 little children's books and performing it for
And
the kids.
I've heard that you teach vocal classes.
I do. I teach. I have a studio in Shelbyville.
Okay, so people can look you up if they want some voice lessons. Well, guys, we've got to wrap this up. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
What fun.
Thank you.
The
Check
last
us out
3
at
Saturdays.
www.sobplayers.com.
Y'all come see us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That was nice.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is a Labrador mix named Corey, available for adoption. He is approximately 1 year old and gets along well with other dogs and children. Corey entered the shelter as a stray from the Hermitage area. He is up to date on his vaccinations and heartworm negative. Corey will receive a free spay at the Middle Tennessee Spay and Neuter Clinic in Shelbyville, provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available to all dogs adopted for a $10 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $25 deposit refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The shelter has an ongoing need for donations of collars, dog food, leashes, treats, stainless steel food bowls, and monetary items to provide medical care. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
And the Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week is Buster. Buster is a Chesapeake retriever needing a home with a place to run. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. The hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter is also in need of foster homes. Vet care and food will be provided if necessary. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at Post Office Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349. And their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6 in just a moment.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Oh, there's my cat. Should I put her away?
Lighten it up a little bit.
How's this? Great.
Good. There we go.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation.
It's gonna be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor too when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Whether it's a home loan, a business loan, a personal loan, a loan for any good reason, Citizens Tri-County Bank is here to help you with the loans you need. With caring, friendly, lending pros at convenient offices across Tullahoma, we love our community and we take pride in helping people get the loans they need. Citizens Tri-County Bank, focused on making loans for the individuals and businesses of our community.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Wildcats ran their record to 2-0 Tuesday night with a 4-1 win at Murfreesboro Siegel. Jordan Sheffield and Austin Rogers were sharp on the mound for the Cats, and Sebastian Charbonneau provided an offensive punch with a 2-run homer and a 2-run single. The squad also had its second straight errorless game. Coach Brad White's Wildcats faced more tough competition this weekend at a tournament in Mississippi.
And the Wildcats got the season off to a great start Monday night with a 4-0 win over the Coffee County Red Raiders at Grider Stadium. In a game dominated by pitching, none was more dominant than Wildcat sophomore Justice Sheffield, who threw 4 1/3 innings of hitless ball and struck out 9. Sheffield also delivered the big hit of the game when he walloped a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 6th to give the Cats their 4-run lead. Senior Austin Creasman drove in the Wildcats' other run with an infield grounder. Bradley Ropke also looked sharp on the mound as the Wildcat starter, giving up only a bloop single in 2 2/3 innings of work. And we'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
Here at Russell Barnett Kia, we do not have any dancing hamsters, nor do we have any sock monkeys, but we do have the guaranteed lowest price on all new Kias. Come by and check out this all-new 2010 Sporty Kia Soul for $17,995. Or check out this new redesigned 2011 Kia Sportage. No sock monkeys, no dancing hamsters, just guaranteed low prices here at Russell Barnett Kia. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Tommy Anderton and Martha Jane Barton from Traders Bank to Sharewire Channel 6 viewers.
should bank with us in 2012. Martha Jane, I've known you to be employed at Traders Bank practically all my life. What is so special about Traders that's allowed you to enjoy 52 years employment?
Tommy, there are several things that make Traders the best. At Traders, it's like family as an employee and for our customers. Each customer receives exceptional personal service. At Traders, we're flexible and timely with our responses. At Traders, we listen and accommodate.
Martha Jane, thank you for that testimonial. Our New Year's resolution is to continue treating customers like family. It's truly why so many people never bank anywhere else.
Traders Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Lori Thompson.
And I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought the dealership back on Highway 55, Thompson Ford, Tullahoma, Tennessee. It's back, it's wide open for business, and ready to serve you guys in the community.
And we want to thank you for allowing us to raise our children here. We've been here almost 15 years.
We want to thank the community. Without you guys, we couldn't have done it. We know it was your support that allowed us to achieve this dream. Come be a part of the dream, something special. Come see us at Thompson Ford. Ask for Mike or Lori.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1946 at 80 degrees. Record low was in 1993 at 8 degrees. Average high on this day is 61 and the average low is 37. For tonight, look for partly cloudy weather with a low of around 57. Cloudy weather expected for Friday with a high of 56 and a low of 35. Mostly sunny weather coming up for Saturday with a high of 66 and a low of 50. And Chip, there were some developments, I think, at the Coffee County Commission meeting earlier this week. You were there. Can you kind of bring us up to date?
Yeah, the County Commission voted 15-6, Jim, on Tuesday to let loose about $27 million in bond issues for a new middle school for Coffee County. There had been some argument about where the site would be located. The state had offered some land near the existing site at exit 111 on the McMinnville Highway there in Manchester, Highway 55. There were some problems, arguments against that site being accepted because of traffic issues that already exist there. So the Caldwell property, as it was known, was the one that kind of won out in all this debate, and it's going to be actually down on Woodbury Highway, a little further down out of town, and it's going to be a strict 6 through 8 middle school. They'll revert the current middle school, the old middle school building at the exit, to a 9th grade academy. Other interesting development too that came out. The County Commission voted to replace accept the nomination of Frida Jones to replace Ricky Milburn on the Coffee County School Board to fill out his term until August. Mr. Milburn passed away recently, and state law required the commission to, upon their next meeting, put somebody in place. Little issue surrounding this. There was a caucus meeting a couple weeks before this, Tuesday, that actually they were supposed to put together to come up with some kind of nominee for this position to offer to the commission to formally vote on. That was done in secret ballots. Some issues were raised about the Sunshine Law violations with that. They re-voted. The original vote had gone to Kitty Sadler. Ms. Jones then came up on the re-vote on Monday, and it kind of flipped that issue there. So she was nominated again on Tuesday from the County Commission floor and voted on. So.
Okay. All right. And we'll keep you up to date on those developments right here on Newsleader on 6 and also in the Saturday Independent. That is our Newsleader report for tonight. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Great evening. Have a good night.